Hello, welcome to Z Explains BG. I am Z. I'll be playing 5-point matches on Backgammon Galaxy. I'll be explaining my thinking as we go along a little bit, and yeah, afterwards we will take a look at XG and see what we can learn. As usual, let's see. We'll try to find a decently high-rated player to play against. Give you guys a good match. Okay, this looks high. AA Rocks. I think this is a poker guy, I guess. Pocket aces being called pocket rockets sometimes in Texas Hold'em. Okay, pretty nice roll. Oh, we can run all the way and just try to escape everybody. He's got a safe play where he stacks the 8, but it seems like he should take this opportunity to try to fix all his problems. My board's so weak that he's not paying huge to get hit or anything. It's sort of the technique. I mean, I'm sort of building up my board, waiting for a shot. You want to build a point and slot the best available point, and then build this one and slot another one. That's sort of the typical technique. Yes, so he doesn't have. He's correct to hold off. There's just too much contact left here, and I still win. I still win a bunch of races. So he's he's winning obviously, but he's not ahead by that much. Or another way to look at it is I have a take. I'm down 14. It's probably a take on the race alone, and there's a ton of contact which favors me. So it's some monster take. All right, he's got to leave me a shot. This is a good play in stacking the heavy point. I guess I can slot both points here. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything else productive. I mean, now he's building up a little bit more of a position, maybe, but I still agree with the weight for the same reasons. I mean, I'm still in the race, especially now, and a ton of contact left. So here's sort of a play. Keep some connectivity. It's not exposed to being batted around. And I start excreting at a time when I'm up in the race a bit. I don't see, this sort of separates my forces too much. Okay, let's try this. I mean, another thing I maybe could have tried is playing out to the 18 and then covering with the last 6. That might have been worth a look also. I mean, it's good one missed, and he's not in a great position to hit me. Ooh, that's nice. Yeah, as soon as I picked up my dice, I sort of thought, that's sort of a possibility. I'm thinking it was at least worth a look, and maybe it was right. Okay, that may be a slightly better thing here. Yeah, I do want to put at least one more guy on the 4-point. And it was nice sort of to fill in all, to have a checker on every single one of these homeboard points. All right. You want to aim for sort of like a triangle formation when bearing in. More checkers on the top than the bottom, but it's still having some checkers, at least on the 5 and 4 points. All right, so this looks like it's going to be double pass. All right. Yeah, I wish I took a little bit more time on that 6-6 play. I'm used to playing like speed games, as opposed to normal time games. And then maybe I was in a little bit of speed mode there. Oh, so running's okay, but it does let him sort of attack me at a time when I have like these blots out here if he doesn't hit a fly shot. So I'm thinking maybe building a point has priority here. He should split in some fashion, having rolled this big racing number. Yeah, I think that might be an error. Okay, now should I split? See, I'm down in the race, so my timing's a little better if we get into a priming game. And his attack looks like he's got kind of these stacks here, so I don't necessarily want to split against him. maybe he was sort of thinking the same way on his roll. So this will be an interesting exchange to look at when we take a look at the computer analysis. Usually when he rolls 5-5 like that, you need to split next turn because you rolled like this good racing roll, and so you got to get your backmen going. But I guess he wasn't up that much in the race, anyways. All right, I might have something here if he plays this by splitting. I mean, it looks a little optimistic, but the thing is, I'm 4 away, so my gammons are very valuable. Yeah, my doubled gammons are very valuable, putting me exactly at 5. So I should be quite aggressive in gammonish positions. And any like hit dance sequence or decent attack, sort of blow them away. There's not a ton of numbers that really blow them away here. So despite the score, I'm gonna not cube this. So there's similar stuff going on here, but I don't know. Now I don't have a shot in the outfield. And it's 2 men back to 1, so I guess I'm not winning by that much. So if I do this, I'm hoping to attack him next turn, but I'm just a little bit stagnating back there. Like he may form a prime on me. I do like this nice board though. So the other option is what? The other option is this, which gives him a double shot and attack inside, or something similar. Okay, I guess this is the plan. Oh, he didn't really do much. I wonder if I should cube him now. Because I hit him with 3s and 7s, and those are going to be pretty powerful, especially with his blot in the outfield. I mean, I got a host of problems getting these guys out. But this helps a lot. Okay, so 6 prime. He's kind of counter priming me a lot, but obviously the 6 prime is pretty powerful. On the other hand, he's got this blot in his outfield that I want to go after. I got to at least split, I would say. And then I can either hit him loose, switch like this, or make the 6 prime. He doesn't have that easy a time counter priming me, although I could definitely crack here. Maybe with this blot out in the outfield, and the fact that gammons help me so much means I should be doing this. That is a tough play for me though. Tough to forgo the 6 prime. All right, this is a great shot. Gets most out of harm's way here. All right, good shot by him. He's in it to the end. Yeah, maybe this is a good place for a checker because 6-6 is blocked. So it's like 2 shots. Yeah, it's pretty dangerous for him to hit, but I think he would. Hit with the 5-2. Alright, well he's got the blot. I'm wondering if I should leave him 4 shots, but 4 is pretty expensive. Leave him like 1 crushing shot by keeping the checker there probably, but I don't want to do that. So, I don't know. This looks like sort of the normal thing. If it was like 2 shots and not 4 shots, I probably would have paid something. Killing a checker, but this sort of keeps maximum flexibility on the high points. So I sort of like this a little better than the alternative. I like it. You can stay back one more time, it looks like. Some 2s leave a shot here if I roll them next turn like 6-2, 5-2. So there's 6-5, 6-2, 5-2. I think that might be it. So what if I did this? This is slightly more. 3 big doubles, 6-3, 5-3. Is there anything else? Yeah, there's like this. Doesn't get a checker off. Still four blotters. He might be gone next turn anyways. Or have to crack his board. I like getting the checker off there. That's sort of why I did what I did. It looks like it should be running here. I mean, obviously, best for the win is to stay back, but he'd be paying some gammons. All right, so it's going to be 3 zip. So let's see. I'm 2 away. He's 5 away. So if he gets into a position where like he wins a bunch of gammons, he can double pretty aggressively. He shouldn't. Some smash scores this would be a cube, but like if he was 4 away and I was 2 away, he should double this. But here it's a little bit light. 5 away. He's 5 away. He should be like a little bit more conservative than other 2 away scores like 4 away, 2 away, or 3 away, 2 away. What's going on here? I think maybe I'm just cleaning everything up. I want to play, even with the checkers, I want to play a little conservatively. In other words, not avoid sort of gammonish positions, because when the gammons are up for both sides, for either side, it means the cube is like less effective for me and it becomes more effective for him. So like here he's got like a decent edge. I think he should probably cube this. I don't think I'm ready to give it up yet. You know, despite the fact that I'm a little scared of being gammoned here. It looks like maybe it's too easy a money take. But I don't know. I mean, I could be convinced to pass that at the score. Oh, maybe I had a better play with that 3-2. In fact, yeah, maybe it's going to matter. Oh boy, 3s and 1s. There's probably similar number of shots back here, I would guess. And you know, forgetting this is easier to bring home. Huh. If I wanted to really press for the gammon, he could play 8-1. It's probably a bit of a stretch, though. Okay, really looking for an ace. I mean, I assume he's just bringing guys around. All right, so I never get gammoned here. Down 18 pips, though, so I don't win very much. All right, so maybe this is worth it, even though I'm getting gammon a little bit. I mean, obviously this is going to win a little more, because I can still race if I roll big, and I'm going to hit him fairly often. All right, now I don't know whether to run or not. Still like kind of dangerous to run on his 3s. Like I'm still getting gammoned a lot. All right, so let's put some more teeth into my position. All right, it looks like I'm getting another shot somewhere. I mean, he should play 8. Yeah, that's a good play. Well, the plan worked. Hopefully it wasn't too risky. We'll see what the computer says anyways. Ooh. I mean, the race is so close that I think I do want to take a little bit of risk to make this nice blocking point. And then this, I don't know, this is going to be hard to bring home. Oh boy, playing a little fast and loose here at the score. Oh man, paid dividends though. Wrong 7. I shouldn't have too much trouble bringing this home. I don't think I'll be slotting the ace, although I might be hitting him loose. I'm a little worried, like if I hit him loose, even though I have like the 6 prime, say, I'm a little worried he hits and then I enter real quick and then I start cracking right away. So there's this, which sort of stalls. I mean, like maybe I close him out without any risk. It's a little hard to see how I can get into trouble here next turn. Alright, see now, if I do this, I think I'm going to have some bad numbers next roll. Although this doesn't look that good either. Yeah, I'm right on the verge of cracking if he hits me. I'm so far up in the race that maybe I shouldn't take this risk. Yeah, this is my bad number. Alright, that was lucky. So far anyways. Alright, I guess I'm doing this, which is completely safe when he misses. Here he hits me, he's a little trapped, although it doesn't seem like I'm going to be counter-priming him a lot. And if he dances, I could leave another shot. 6-4, 6-5, 6-6, stuff like that. This is lucky. Yeah, it's possible I botched this game. I'm not feeling too confident about my plays. But, you know, it's an opportunity to learn something when we check the bot, so it's not all bad. If you can get into this habit of like, you know, you see how you play like a kind of a poor match, and then like you see a high error rate. If you can be happy about that because, you know, it means maybe you get to learn something. That's sort of a good attitude to have, but you know, it's a little tough to engender that attitude, at least all the time. I mean, especially when you're playing live and there's like money at stake. That's sort of a tough attitude to have. Oh, that was a nice match. So I guess, I mean, I really was unsure of a bunch of stuff there. I sort of guessed right in a lot of cases. Like I wouldn't have been surprised to see like a 5 or a 6 there. I mean, in backgammon you do have to guess a lot. So, you know, sometimes you guess right and sometimes you guess wrong. And, you know, the better player you are, the better, you know, the more your guesses will tend to be correct because they're coming from a place of more knowledge. But that's sort of how I think. That's sort of how I think about things. But all right, let's take a closer look at the computer analysis. We will download this match. And then import it into XG. And then take a look. I mean, there may not be that. I mean, both players played so well that, you know, there might not be that much to look at. But we can test. We can test the those positions I weren't sure about. We can see how close they were and stuff, and see what we can learn from. See what we can learn from there. All right. Oh yeah, I didn't really consider giving up the midpoint here. I mean, I do sort of like my play of slotting both points, just because it builds up a quick board and keeps the midpoint. But the midpoint's actually not doing that much because he has four checkers on his midpoint. It's not really like putting a ton of pressure on him. Like if his midpoint was stripped, my midpoint would be worth a lot more. Because he can't like play one guy from his, if he plays one guy from his midpoint, say here, you know, it's no big deal. But if he has, you know, he can't play one guy from his midpoint when he has just 2 checkers there. All right, it did sort of like my play. Yes, second best is keeping everything disconnected, which looks a little funny to me. Oh, and then there's other stuff. Where's the play I was looking at? Was it this guy? No. Oh yeah, it was this guy. This is the play I sort of wish I looked at, but I guess the computer doesn't like it. Yeah, it's just getting hit there so much. And the play I made looks pretty clean and safe. All right, let's keep going. And then I guess nothing really much happens. I just get a decent cube on them. You know, I blow past my market with a big number. All right, so here, okay, here is very close. Yeah, here is where I sort of thought he should split because he had rolled double fives on the last roll. But on the other hand, you know, he's not up that much in the race, and I still got this big stack on my six. So if he splits, he gives me the opportunity to attack. And sort of similar reasoning on my play. I don't necessarily want to split and give him opportunity to attack me when he has these big stacks here. So I play sort of smoothly, and I'm down in the race, so that sort of indicates more of a priming approach, as opposed to a splitting play, which is like racing and anchoring. All right, so what's going on here? Nothing there. Okay, consider doubling here, although this would be a pretty bad cube. I mean, I guess I did figure out that this was not a double. I'm just not winning by that much. 52 to 47. Yeah, I thought it would be like quite a bit closer than this. Here I sort of got the picture. This is getting a little closer. Okay, now, okay, good. I'm glad to see it's like fairly close here, because I was like a little unsure about this, but I didn't want to give him like an opportunity to attack me or hit me in the outfield. He plays correctly, and then okay, I do correctly double him. It's some huge take, which is not surprising, but I am about to blow him away with like a hit dance sequence, because he has this blot in his outfield, and it's going to be very gammonish. All right, so counter priming here looks to be very bad. I want to find that 6 prime making play. Oh, here's one of them. This isn't the right 6 prime making play. 2-1. 24, 23, 70. Here it is. All right, let's take a look. So my play the computer likes the best. So I'm not getting counter primed right away, because I'm putting him up on the bar. And I'm sort of attacking at a time when he has this blot out here. So this should be best for the gammon. Okay, it really hates making the 6 prime. See, it wins almost as much. It wins 67.5 versus 68.6. But the gammons are the big difference. My play wins 38% gammons, while the priming play wins 19% gammons. So the way to look at this, I think, is that when you're just thinking about the win, there are arguments both ways. Which play is better for the win? The attack play, which doesn't really get counter-primed, you know, or the 6 prime making play, which makes this nice 6 prime, but white really has these chances to fill in these open points, and then black is like right on the verge of cracking. You know, on the other hand, a 6 prime is awesome here, and it's a little flexible for the escape, so maybe the 6 prime is good enough. Anyways, the point is, when you're thinking about just the win, there's like arguments both ways, and it's not really clear what the stronger argument is. But for the gammon, when you're thinking about the gammon, though, clearly attacking now wins more gammons. And the error is huge, partly because gammons are just super valuable when you need 4 points to win the match. Like for money, this would be closer, although I'm sure attacking is still right by it by a lot. But it's not going to be like 0.3; it's be like 0.2 something. In fact, we can show that. The reason why for money it's going to be like a little bit closer is because gammons aren't as valuable for money as they are at this 1-away, 5-away score. So remember, it was like 0.34 error to make the counter prime. And so for money, again, it's pretty hard to find this play. It's so far down the list. Okay, so yeah, for money, it's this priming play is 0.23. So still a big blunder, but not quite as big. Okay, let's head back. And then I guess I end up winning a single game there somehow. Okay, so I make the right attack play. He dances once, enters, and then I do get to hit him. Alright, so it does actually like, despite the 4 shots, it does actually like clearing this now while he has the blot. I mean, I guess there's 2 arguments for it, right? I mean, he has the blot now, so getting hit now isn't as bad as getting hit later. And if I make my play, I mean, the 8 point's like a real problem to clear, maybe. Like both, if I roll both 6s and 1s, either a 6 or a 1 next turn, I won't be able to clear this point. Not a ton of blunt numbers though. Like the only 6 that leaves a shot, I think, is 6-1 right away. But once these spares start getting killed, it's gonna be a problem down the line. But in any case, it's a pretty close play. And then my play is slightly more flexible than like keeping all the checkers alive because the spares are too low here. And then you do roll a nice clearing number. A couple close places, close play here. My play looks like it went slightly more gammons because it gets the checker off. And then he looked like he ran at the right time, yeah. Wouldn't be crazy to stay for one more, but it wins 2% and loses 7% more gammon, so it's wrong. Okay, so 3-zip. Yeah, so it's not like ridiculous to double here, but it's a little early for him. He needs 5 points to win the match. I need 2, so I should be quite aggressive in gammonish positions. And I clean everything up nicely. Okay, like this, and then the 2-3. Yeah, I guess I could have built a board pretty reasonably. It's a little tough to leave a 3-shot here. I mean, it does like my play the best. I didn't really appreciate that. There was a few other options here at the time, though. Until the next roll came, and I rolled this hitting number, and it was like, oh, I wish I had the 4-point locked up. But I don't know if I would ever leave a shot here, anyways. I was thinking actually maybe this would be okay, but the distribution's so bad, which is why I think I went for 13-8 so quickly. And I got lucky and hit, but he is back. It's a little bit of a scramble. Yeah, 24-13 looks like a blunder here. I mean, even though it gets gammon 0 and my play gets gammon 10%, I'm so far down in the race. And I got a decent chance to hit him because he's got this exposed blot here. The computer likes playing for the win. Similar stuff here, although there's no great run play now. All right, it does like the spreading the blots around. Yeah, I mean, I was a little cognizant of the fact that if I get hit, I'm going to lose some gammons. But all like the safer plays looked pretty ugly, so I went with sort of this optimistic thing, which looks sort of like the normal, the normal thing because it's like an acceptable amount of risk for a much better position. All right, and yeah, here I have these choices where I could start the ace point if I want, but I'm a little afraid of getting counterprimed when he gets hit back. When I get hit back, so fairly close. I mean, for money you would hit because it picks up more gammons when he dances for a while. But at the score where I just need to win the game and gammons don't matter, looks like I did the right thing. Again, fairly close. Yeah, very close now. And I roll bad and sort of regret everything. but looks like things cleaned up okay. And yeah, nothing much going on for the rest of the match. All right, well, that was pretty instructive. I mean, good that my reasoning was correct during the match, but it's good to verify it in XG afterwards. So hope you learned something. I know I did, and I will see you next time.